People of the British Virgin Islands, Election Day tomorrow is the most important one in BVI's history, and we all know why. Our constitution is under threat, our reputation for good governance has been challenged, and our government's ability to put our people and country first seems impossible. We need a change. I decided to stand for election because of what this country means to me. I have served at the highest levels of government, working for some of the most inspirational leaders. Yet I look around now and what do I see? Crumbling infrastructure, rising crime, a cost of living crisis. Too many of our young people feeling that we have failed them, and our seeming inability to protect our natural resources. I know that you all see it too, and I will be honest. I was worried that the cynicism about politicians would cause people to doubt whether their vote mattered. But people of the BVI, you have inspired me. As I traversed the territory, too often you expressed your frustration at empty promises year after year. But in other cases, you have expressed your sense of optimism about the BVI, its future, and its place in the world. Many of you, especially our young people, agree with me that with a fresh approach, the best days of the BVI are yet ahead. This will only happen with the right government. My vision is of a BVI with a robust, resilient, and sustainable economy overseen by an engaged and active government. A government that meets the daily needs of its citizens and lifts them up. A government that looks after the vulnerable among us. A government that ensures transparent funding for the infrastructure we so desperately need. A government that attracts jobs and manages investment so we can grow and prosper. A government that secures a sustainable future for our youth. A government that builds resilience and protects and restores our natural assets so we can better withstand the challenges of climate change. So today, I will not talk about the current government's failures. I want to focus instead on how all of us together can and will make our one BVI the society and economy we want it to be, forward-thinking, empowering of our young people, well-governed, with low levels of crime, and with a 21st century infrastructure, providing a platform for the dynamic and diverse economy we know will benefit everyone. The pledges I have made are the starting point for this. A revitalized economy is central to my vision for the BVI, and securing funding for a new long-term infrastructure plan is integral to that. One which does not get caught up in election cycles, so that work is continuous and not subject to political disagreement and entanglements. I truly believe bipartisanship is possible in the BVI. I worked on the 2007 Constitution, so I should know. We must have properly engineered roads across the BVI. On Just Van Dyke, for example, only one worker from PWD is employed there. This is not right. The plight of people on our sister islands has made me more passionate than ever to fix their problems and bring them to the center, to make sure that they enjoy the same amenities that we on Tortola do at the same time. We must clean up our country that is fast becoming a trash heap, especially Tortola. Once we have done it, let's keep it clean. Our infrastructure needs ramping up, both to serve the people of the BVI and the thousands of guests who visit us each year. At a minimum, we need a consistent water supply both for households and industry, particularly for farming. We need reliable and sustainable electricity, high quality and affordable telecoms, and improved ferry service so that tourists flying into Tortola can easily get to Anegada especially. We need reliable and sustainable electricity, high quality and affordable telecoms, and improved ferry service so that tourists flying in can easily get to Anegada and facilitate more business and leisure activity between Anegada and the other islands. We need improvements to our government docks to accommodate tenders from small cruise ships, proper sanitation, and a properly integrated healthcare service, including proper access to medical care and proper ambulance services with airlift when necessary. We must remember that while economic progress will support us all, it will be driven by our business owners and entrepreneurs making the most of the opportunities offered. We must cut red tape and develop a new, nimble framework for the creation of small and medium-sized businesses and properly resource the Small Business Bureau. We must engage with financial institutions on behalf of our many entrepreneurs so that they can obtain the loan facilities they need to prosper. Our young men and women must be central to this support. Most of all, we must develop a fresh and innovative approach to how we can better support our business community, ranging from funding to reconstruct the fish house on Just Van Dyke and re-establishment of our fishing complex on Tortola, to looking at how we can facilitate startup funding for new sectors, especially those geared to young people. Improving the economic opportunity of every man and woman will be vital to our progress. These entrepreneurial leaders will grow our economy, they will create jobs, and they will drive us forward. However, for our economy to expand, we must ensure those with earning power can afford to be part of it. The cost of living crisis has hit everyone, from day-to-day spending to rent and property prices. If we are to be a sustainable economy, the BVI has to be affordable as a place to live and work for everyone. As an immediate step, I will ensure that our customs duties and port fees are reduced, shipping prices are renegotiated, a new housing policy is instituted, including new subdivisions for first-time owners, and that renewable, affordable energy becomes part of our infrastructure plan. However, underpinning our economy must be a sustainable future for our young people. We are nowhere without them, and their challenges are greater than ever. Parents and teachers need support. The BVI Youth Trust I have proposed, with an independent board and branches in each district, will step in where school or college currently does not. It will fund youth counselors who can work in schools and support after-school activities. Our young people need basic amenities for sports like lights on their basketball courts or baseball, softball fields, like amenities to help them excel in track and field, like funding for scholarships. Our young people want to succeed, and to help them achieve their dreams, We must do all we can to reduce the threats they face, especially from crime. The increased crime we now see or hear daily on our streets blights our lives and risks our economy. Responsibility for law and order rests with the UK, and the UK must work with us to ensure that crime is prosecuted to its fullest capacity. Dissuading and rehabilitating the people involved is critical. I also firmly believe that those who have done their time in prison should be allowed to take their place in the community, including being hired, as the alternative could see a return to crime. As anyone who knows me will tell you, I am a woman of action. I have worked in the public service of the BVI and in BVI civil society my whole life. I believe in the future of this country, and I believe in all of you. Transformational change is needed, a change that will give us the infrastructure we need and deserve, higher educational standards, and a strong economy which will lift up every BVI lander so they can reach their full potential and set the BVI as a beacon in the Caribbean. My mother taught me the value of hard work. She inspired me then, and her lessons still inspire me today. We are in this together again, and I humbly ask that tomorrow, the 24th of April, you vote for me, Lorna Smith, an at-large candidate with the National Democratic Party, so that we may work for you and work with you to create a modern, vibrant, safe, prosperous and beautiful country for us all. I will not let your vote go to waste. I will not let your vote go to waste. Together, we can prove that the best days of the BVI are ahead. I thank you all for your continued support throughout my campaign and for inspiring me as you have. May God bless you, and may He bless our one Virgin Islands.